So you could be talking to two parental figures. They don't necessarily have to be your parents. Or you could be talking to adult children. You could be talking to people who have nurturing energies, or who may have nurtured you to some degree. They don't necessarily have to be your nurturers, right? People who are encouraging you. Some kind of inspired action is being taken here, and you have an innate spiritual understanding of some things. People who love you. People who love you, right? Um, right. So you may be moving on. You could be moving or moving on. In other words, somebody could be like maybe putting a fire up under you, or inspiring. When I say fire, like inspiring you, that's what I mean. Moving on, ending something and just moving on from something. Here's a Five of Wands here. There could be a lot of Five of Wands, meaning a lot of people are talking about something. A lot of people are like talking like a lot of people are talking around something. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are just like talking about something. I don't know what people are talking about. You'd have to pray about that, but I don't know what people are talking about, and get to more of that. Talking about somebody working hard, like maybe walking to work or working hard, um, who wanted to be a part of something, or who wants financial independence, or who wants to move. But somebody is there's a lot of conversation. That's what Five of Wands is. Five of Wands is more like somebody, a lot of conversation is being talked about. So let me give y'all the questions for, if you've been tuned into my channel for quite some time, thank you. If you're coming back, thank you for coming back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Let me give you the questions for the moon in Gemini. Um, First question is, do you feel there's an area of your life in need of radical change, like work, your relationship, well-being, or home life? Second question is, what is getting in the way of you changing your story? Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? And then fourth is, who are the five people you could get in touch with who could help you on your journey? Who could help you on your journey? And these questions, by the way, are for everybody. So it's not just for one sign, because the moon is in Gemini, and then it's going to move into Cancer, right? We're going to have a new moon in Cancer on the 25th. And you're probably watching this video on the 23rd, or at least that's when it's going to go up, right? So somebody is tossing something into a burning bowl, and getting out and getting some sun, getting some sunlight. Any kind of what somebody is tossing into a burning bowl is confusion about intuition or high priestess gifts. So in everybody, men and women, have high priestess gifts, meaning intuition. That's an inherited gift. Like anytime somebody says something like, I had a dream about something, or I have a feeling about something, or I just happen to know something, I don't know how I know this, or something, um, that's a gift, right? Inherited gift. That's passed down. Maybe your mom or dad has certain gifts. Grandparents have gifts. It's an inherited gift, not in necessarily the physical realm, but in the spiritual realm. Y'all get the point, right? It's like very much like people inherit homes or cars, or physical realm, right? But somebody may say, well, how would somebody know that somebody's walking to work? How would somebody know that somebody's shoes were taken from them? How would somebody know that somebody had to work really hard for something? How would somebody know? Did somebody see somebody? Did somebody tell somebody something? Somebody could have had a dream or download. Somebody could have told somebody something. However, the moon in Gemini provides for everybody source downloading for all of us the best way that we all learn, right? So if we know that source could talk to us through a burning bush, or a talking donkey, or through cards, or through a book, or through a television show, or through message that we see on social media, or whatever, Source knows exactly how to communicate through each and every one of us in a way that only we would understand, right? The creator, the one who created all of us, would know best how we all understand, right? So I feel like somebody is surrounded by people who encourage them, right? So here we have the Ace of Wands, right? So somebody knows who's behind someone baiting two people into something to kind of get on stage and do something. And so something is a win-win. Something will feel like a win-win for you because you have knowledge of something. You have physical knowledge of something. Yeah. Right. And someone else has secret knowledge. Someone has access to secret knowledge of something. Right. Not just a feeling. Someone else has secret knowledge of something. Right. Mm-hmm. Um, some energies don't look like what they've been through. Here's a Six of Cups here. A lot of people don't look like what they've been through. I'll just put it that way. A lot of people don't look like what they've been through. There's when I say Scorpio, we're not talking about a person, just so we're crystal clear. Something has been overwhelming. Something has been overwhelming for someone who has someone's psychic knowledge. Okay. So when I'm reading cards, every reader reads however they read, right? And people, I don't worry about people criticizing how readers read, right? But Source is saying, okay, so Six of Cups connects us with Scorpio, not a particular Scorpio, but Scorpio's rule eighth house, right? So eighth house, eight, or Scorpio is a death card. Something nostalgic, something nostalgic, um, um, for is kind of a reminder um, for someone. Here we have the Ten of Swords here. Right here is this Ten of Swords right here calls somebody to thrive. It's like this is a rebirth here. Call someone to thrive. Because there's two sides of the sword here. Somebody is, yeah. Here's a Devil card. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Devil card. Devil card. Hmm. That's an interesting card because I hear a lot of people calling people demons on Instagram. So the Devil card means in tarot would be obsessions, restrictions, um, lust, those kind of things. Um, but also it means the physical body, like temptations, right? The temptations. And so your temptations could be food, it could be it could be it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be anything. Yeah. But somebody feels something in their shoulders and in their back. Something around full moon, right? It's something that's like you carry something like in your midsection. Like somebody feels like for instance, the moon is in Gemini, right? And so it affects your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your bronchial tubes, your lungs. Like right here, if you can see on this card right here, right? So somebody gets a feeling about something, like a belief about something. It you can feel it like in your back. Somebody may start emotionally eating. hmm Something having to do with Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules ninth house. It doesn't have to be a person that's a Sagittarius, but something having to do with ninth house, or possibly talking about ninth house. Ninth house would be like higher education, philosophy, law, religion, travel, ethics, morals, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. May cause someone to eat emotionally, or cause somebody to have like back problems, or like, like their shoulders to ache or whatever. Like you feel like you're just carrying a lot of weight or whatever on your back. Just talking about certain things could cause somebody to feel like they're carrying a lot of weight on their back. Or like maybe somebody feel like somebody's being demonized, could be overwhelmed or whatever, could just cause somebody just a lot of stress. Here we have here we have the Three of Pentacles here. Hmm. So yeah, somebody feels like, I don't know who you are, um, and I'm just going to say first house, because your sun sign may not be Aries. It could be anything from Aries all the way down to Pisces, right? But somebody could feel like there is a person who wants to be the center of attention, right? Or in this case, I guess two people want to be the center of attention. But what I'm seeing here is a leader. What I'm seeing here is a leader, and there's different types of leaders here. So whatever your sign is, or wherever Aries falls in your birth chart, because I'm seeing various things here. I'm seeing somebody who is a compassionate leader. I'm also seeing, you can look at this many different ways. Um, Somebody who's a compassionate leader, someone who is, because I'm looking at both sides of Aries, but somebody who's also, here we have the Page of Wands here, and this is a messenger energy here. Someone who may have competed. He's throwing up a baton here. Someone who may have a competitive spirit. There's a Nine of Cups here. Hmm. Hmm. Someone who knows their worth. Someone who's a hardworking person. Someone who knows their worth. Someone who this is what a lot of people have in common here. I feel like there was probably okay. Even though this is genderless here, I feel like this could be a somebody. Hmm. We have the Four of Cups here. When they feel like their back is against the wall, they know how to tap in and create something, meaning that they know how to tap into source and create. Um, they know how to create something like if whoever the energy is, and this is where the jackpot comes in, like somebody feel like they hit the jackpot. So when people feel like their back is against the wall and they poured out everything, so this would be like the when everybody thought that, okay, this person has poured out everything, um they don't know how to tap in and create anything else. They poured out everything, don't have anything left to give. Somebody knows how to tap in and create more. Yeah, looks like somebody could be waking up and they don't, somebody doesn't talk about it. Somebody just doesn't tell people what they're tapping into. Yeah. So this is two energies who just don't talk about what they tap into. Yeah, somebody just doesn't talk about it. In this reading here, in this reading, somebody doesn't talk about what they tap into. So people assume that somebody is depressed or that they are having nightmares about something. Somehow something is demonized. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, here's the King of Cups here. So I feel like I'm talking about two different, I mean two, I feel like I'm talking about two different, like two almost like opposites. Looking at the cards here, I feel like I'm talking about one type of an energy that doesn't share what they are working on or what they put their energy into, and somebody else that may share what they put their energy into. That's what I feel like I'm looking at here on the cards. But both are leaders. Hmm. So in hindsight, look at this right here, the Eight of Cups here. In hindsight, I feel like two energies would have walked away from something. Like maybe would have walked away from assuming something. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, would have saved themselves. I feel like somebody is now having some kind of a Kundalini experience and some kind of an awakening. Like somebody's having some kind of an awakening. Yeah, somebody's having some kind of an awakening. I feel like I'm talking to several Aries. Hmm. So just again, take what resonates with you. Wherever Aries is in your birth chart, it can be anywhere from it can be in any of your houses, including your Chiron, right? It can be Chiron, right? As well as your Chiron. My readings are speaking to your tropical astrology also, as well as Vedic astrology. So pull your birth chart, find out what your sign is, what's your birth chart, So, yeah. So again, the questions are, first question is, do you feel there's an area of your life in need of radical change, like work, relationships, well-being, home life? Second question is, what's getting in the way of you changing your story? Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? Fourth is, who are the five people you could get in touch with who could help you on your journey? And these questions are for everybody. So this is for this week, right? So the readings are timeless. So whenever YouTube, recirculates the video, sometimes you'll see a video that was recorded 2-3 years ago, just pop up in your feed. They're all timeless. Um, but just in case people, readers will sometimes put the dates there or mention the dates and readings and that kind of thing. So yeah. I feel like somebody is up for a promotion at work, whoever you are, somebody's up for a promotion at work. And Source is teaching somebody about the different types of leaders. That's why I mentioned compassionate leader, because some of you all may be looking at an outer shell of energies and impulsively thinking, I can't receive from this type of a leader. How in the world does somebody get hired to be in a leadership position because Um, mm, I can't receive from them. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you may have heard people at work go, how did they get hired for that position? And then you realize somebody, they have something that they're very compassionate in an area where, I mean, something about their energy. So something about their energy is very compassionate. So, and people have talked about them behind their back. So here's the Six of Swords. So yeah, people have said they were a nightmare behind their backs. But for you, you may have become so familiar with hearing that that's what you may have in common with them. You may say, that for you may have, then you talk to other people and you go, no, actually, they're a very compassionate person. You may hear stuff like, the person has physical ailments or they've gone through some things or, they've had to work, they've had to, walk to work because of, family or they've, been passed over for position. Like when you become beyond just familiar with something, you like go deeper and learn. They've been demonized. This has happened, that has happened. And then you realize, oh, wow, I didn't know all those things. So somebody is making some kind of a divine connection. But somebody's now seeing something from a higher frequency. Somebody's now seeing something from a higher frequency. So that is what I have for you. So I do see somebody getting promoted. Congratulations to whoever you are getting promoted. Somebody also has love coming across their path. I do see you being free from something. Let me see what else I'm seeing here in the cards. I see that somebody has a guardian angel. To help you see the light and dark of something. What else? What he's saying here? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else here? Um, yeah, somebody's helping you to see something. Whoever you are, somebody's helping you to see something. All right. So you're tossing something into a burning bowl. Freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. So somebody's freeing themselves from some kind of fire ring of resentment around their hands or holding on to some kind of resentment. All right. Let's see what else we got going on here in these spiritual streets, in these earthly streets around the world. What is going on? You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything is happening. Or, well, let me see. Everything happens in its own way and time. Make room, create space to welcome positive change into your life. Let go of everything that doesn't align with the future that you are creating. Soul awakening, you are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. 1, 2, 3. Miracles in the dark. In the darkest moments, it's easy to feel lost and alone. When you stay focused on the light, you'll receive blessings beyond your wildest dreams. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Forge a new path. When you make new life choices, you create new results. Let go of old patterns and embrace power and possibilities. You are fully supported. Remember, you are never alone. The spirit of life is with you. The world takes care of you. Allow yourself to rest in the realization and feel the lightness in you. This is the spirit of life. Yeah. All this water right here lets me know that somebody could be watching or listening to something that is causing some kind of um, fiery ring. This right here. The source is saying, free yourself from that. Free yourself from that. Yeah. Like a lot of stuff, because all this water right here, a lot of stuff that's popping up on social media with, celebrities because they have such a public life. Um, a lot of people don't even realize it's causing a lot of distractions in people's lives. I mean, first it's like, like seems like it's salacious gossip, like, oh, it kind of distracts you from your own life until it brings you down to a frequency where it's triggering something and it can be overwhelming. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like you start thinking about one thing and then it takes you back to this memory and that memory and this memory and that memory. And next thing you know, it's like, okay, it's like a chain reaction of something else. Somebody also has possibly love coming across their path. Um, hmm. Yeah, somebody could either be in a love relationship or have love coming across their path. But I do see somebody getting some sun, and I do see somebody being near water. Is what I'm saying. Like getting outside, walking, that kind of thing. But that's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully the questions are helpful as we are closing out this month. And well, the cycle closes on the 24th. It closes, if you're watching this on the 23rd, it closes on tomorrow. And then we have a new moon in Cancer on the 25th. So hopefully everybody goes within and just kind of relaxes and starts pouring into themselves. And when the moon moves into Cancer, like I'll mention in that reading, like I mentioned, almost every Cancer reading, that is a great time. I keep mentioning it. Whenever the moon moves into Cancer, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, if it's anything that you've been wanting to create, like a new good product or service, the moon in Cancer is a great time to create something. That's when whether it's a new moon, full moon, last quarter moon, whatever kind of moon in Cancer, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, that is a perfect time to create something because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So it's like your creativity level just doubles. It doubles. So, but it also is a super sensitive time. So that's when you really want to protect your energy. So somebody want to call and bring you a bunch of drama, chaos, and confusion. I don't have time for that. Because you're getting all these ideas. Perfect time to create something. You want to, you may feel like you had the energy to build a house with your own bare hands, whatever. So all that energy, you want to put the energy into something positive. So that'd be a great time. So I'll mention it in other readings, but somebody's really learning how to not get overwhelmed by full moon energy and use the light side of, which is what I teach on my channel, light side of moon energy. Dark moon energy can be overwhelming. That's why I try to say stay on the light side of it. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. What else? Yep. That is what I have for you. Hopefully that's what I have for you. All right.